Morning, guys. I'm going to show you a little something about the multi-vibe vibrators, the Viberstrikes. We have a lot of problems out of the head here. They get to where they'll run, but you don't seem like it's vibrating like it normally does. You know, like it loses power. And if these right here starts getting hot, or they'll get to where they lock up and they don't want to do nothing. As you can see right here, you can actually buy these heads to change them out. This one here, it still turns, but I had to work with it. I put some oil in it. But it was actually getting hot, like burn your hand, touch it hot. And we got one new one right here. We could try to keep one on hand because things seem to go out pretty regular, I guess. Well, to change that out, all you do is, this is pretty much your tip. You take and turn this and loosen it up, and then you come up here. Whenever you loosen that, this piece will just pull out. If you'll come up here and pop your breather cover off, you loosen this nut and you can turn this bolt, and it's got a split. Whenever that split lines up with that cable, you just pull that cable out like a bicycle hand grip, and then you push it up right here and it comes out of that little slit. You can take your motor off. But to pull the motor and pull that off, you got an Allen screw here and a 4-way screw right here. You just take these loose, and this piece will actually just slide right out of the clutch. Your clutch is in behind this. But you take it and put it in a vise. And basically, all you got is this little shaft. This is what turns it. Your clutch goes here, and then your head goes down here. It's what makes it turn. It's what's flexible. Lets it bend and all that. They're pretty basic. But you can buy these. We order them through A&M sales, or if you got like a dealer that you go through, that like an Allen dealer, a Whiteman dealer. You know, I think they all pretty much carry this stuff. But yeah, I usually take and I'll put tread tape on when I put it back together. I'll tread tape this right here real good and put it back on. You can see these little rubber pieces, they break because like a lot of people spray them with Formal hard on rubber. So, but they don't really make a big difference. I changed this one because it got to where it was bending really bad, and the guys were talking about, oh, that's what's wrong with it. And I was like, okay, I'll show you. So I bought one and changed it out. But these heads are about $300, maybe three to four. And actually, this little piece here, it's about $300. So yeah, it's about $700-800 for that little set right there. And these, but you can swap them out. They ain't no big deal. Just keep an eye on it. If it gets where it don't want to work like it should, like it feel like it's lost power, or this end starts getting real hot, you might want to change that out. But if you think about it, you can change out a $300 piece versus what, $2,000 piece for a Viberstrike or a multi-vibe. So maybe it'll help. And as you can see, I have motors that I've changed out of these things. They're pretty much about like the backpack vibrators. These Honda engines are good, but the little engines, like on these little vibrators and stuff, man, they ain't much pumpkin. They lose power and they end up getting where they don't want to run. Means that you're losing compression. Means you got to put rings in it, and to do all that, you have to pull your top in, and you're looking at $200 or $300 in parts, and then the time to do it when you can just buy a new motor for $400. So, you know, maybe it'll help you out. But we usually swap them out pretty regular. Here's your clutch. As you can see, there's still pads on these. These clutches are actually still in good shape, because the clutch don't really go out. If you think your Viberstrike is not working good because of the clutch, I mean, you can see I've got 4 motors here, and the clutches are pretty good on all of them. But if you do try to run it if it bogs down and this right here does lock up, and if you try to run it too long, you can burn your clutch out up here. To change it out, you just take these 4 bolts, and then that motor comes off, and then it looks pretty much like this right here. So you just pull it off and put your new motor on. And like I was saying, to swap these little motors, all you do is take 4 bolts here, and then you take your throttle cable off here. You turn this nut, loosen it, and then this piece right here's actually got a split in it like a bicycle hand grip. You just turn it and then pull the cable out, and it comes up through here. But that's pretty simple. But yeah, these what I try to do these every now and then is I'll take them off, and I will put a little oil in it. I wouldn't put like no motor oil, it's real thick. What I normally try to do is put you can put something in it like some transmission fluid or a PB blaster, something that's kind of thin. I wouldn't really do nothing thick, because if you put it in thick and that stuff gets hot and then it ends up gunking up, you know what I mean, and then it'll make it bog down. But I hope that helps. Here's a backpack motor. I've made a video on backpack vibrators, but they're pretty much the same with the compression and the whole 9 yards. They're not really much pumpkin either. So I've changed out, I think, 3 of these. And you can see there's 4 Viberstrike motors. So, but you can buy the motors for about $300 or $400, and you can buy these heads for $300 or $400. So, I mean, either or, you change out a part, or you spend what, $1,200 to $2,000 for a new multi-vibe. It's cheaper to just swap out a part, guys. And if you got any questions, you can comment, and I will help you out any way I can. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.